Hello, children. This is chapter 2 from hunting, gathering to growing food. Children, here we will discuss about lives of hunter gatherers, how they become food gatherers, the reason of their movement, discovery of fire, the changing environment that has taken place, their settlings of life, and also about the living and dying in Merghar. Students, when we talk about hunter gatherers, we talk about Paleolithic age, that is Stone Age. Paleolithic men lived in caves and rock shelters. Finally, we can say that they were nomads who wandered from place to place in search of food. They do not have the skill of producing food, they do not know how to do agriculture. They survived by hunting wild animals and birds, fishing and gathering wild plants, berries, nuts, roots, tubers. So they were called hunter gatherers. Students, here the reason of the moment of the hunter gatherers could be maybe they move from one place to another in search of food, in search of survival, in search of water. Whenever they follow a particular animal for the prey, they have to move from one place to another. So there could be 1,000 reasons of the moment, but in your book there were four specific reasons mentioned. So you have to take care of that. In the first point, it is written they have to stay at one place for the long time. If they will stay for the one place for the long period of time, that means they must have eaten all the resources available there. So they have to move again to the next place for the survival. Second, whenever they follow any animal, so that animal will move from one place to another, and to hurt that animal, to hunt that animal, they have to follow the animal. Next is plants and trees. Maximum of the plants and different trees are available which occur in season. So maybe the places where they have stayed, where no fruits were available, so in that season they have to move somewhere else. This could also be a reason of gathering here and there. The fourth is need. The fourth need is the most important need, that is water, because it is a source of survival. Now we have special needs. Special, we can't say special. That is, basic necessities of life. When we talk about of today is food, water, shelter, education, and health also. So for them, it was not that much which we expect, but for them, water as a main source of survival. And in the different part of India, it is not only the perennial river flows, it also has seasonal rivers where we will not find water every year. So, in search of perennial rivers, they move. Students, I want to clear here, perennial river means the river that flows throughout the year. So, in search of the perennial rivers, also they have to move from one place to another. Students, here we are talking about Stone Age, that is Paleolithic age, and Paleolithic age occurred 1 million years ago. So the question arises in the mind that how did the archaeologist collected the evidences about them? Because 1 million year ago is not a less or a short period of time, is not a short time. So it is very interesting to know that how did they gather the information about them. So it is through the remains of the thing they used and left behind that they excavated and they found the evidence. From the name, students, it is very clear that they used stone tool because we are talking about Stone Age. But other than stone, they have also used wood and bone tools. Also, I wanted to tell you that stone tool survived the best because the wood and the bone did not survive as longer as the stone tool has survived. So there were different usage of the stone tools also, students. It could be, you know, chopping of trees, fruit, meat, making spears, or hunting animals. Here in the photo, in the picture given in the book, you can see the kind of stone tool. It's like when we it could be used for chopping meats also. It shows from the image only, and it could be, for tearing out the soil, wearing out the soil. It could be used. So archaeologists found few stone tools which with which the handles of bone and wood were attached. That shows that they have made that tools in such a way so that they can use it like a spear or arrow for hunting animals, right? Now it's a time of getting information about the places they have lived and they chose for living. So students, when you see map 2 given below in your book, see which is shown in your book, shows the places where archaeologists have found the evidences of hunter gatherers, but only some sites have been shown in the book, students. So just make it very clear that a lot of places were there, but few important places have been shown here. That is Bhimbetka, Hunsigi and Kurnool caves. One located in Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Hunsigi is in Maharashtra, and Kurnool caves is in Tamil. So this you have to understand that these were the most important sites where archaeologists have found the evidence of hunter gatherers. But you will realize that most of the sites which were located, which have been located in this map, uh, are near the rivers. Why? That has been discussed in chapter 1 also, that water is the main source of survival, and near the water, near the rivers, the soils that we found are very fertile, that is suitable for agriculture, could be used for irrigation purposes, and many more. But student, let me clear one thing to you, that here we are talking about hunter gatherers who do not have skill of producing food, who do not have skill of doing agriculture. But we will talk about the few smaller things for which river plays an important role for hunter gatherers also. It could be fishing, it could be drinking also, it could be catching their prey whenever they came to drink water from the river. They could catch them, they could hunt them. So these were the simple things. You can do the assumption by yourself that if they have not they do not have the skill of doing agriculture, then how did they use water, then why they used water, and what are the basic things, or what are the basic necessities that water has persisted there, and how did they used the water. So I think I'm clear to this point. So one more thing, students, that they have also chosen the places where they could find stones, uh, or you can say stones could be easily available for them, because a lot of things, a lot of work they do with the stone, as they use the stone tools at that time. That's why. Students, here you can see on this page a painting is there, which archaeologists have found on the walls of the caves where they live, where the hunter gatherers live. And here the painting shows the accuracy and the skill of wild animals, and also it shows uh, the hunter, that the kind of skill the hunter also have. It's not about the animal only, because hunting is a great skill. Hunting require a great skill, that is also showing in the picture, right? In the previous topic, we have learnt about the kind of places they chose to live, and uh, that the important sites name that I've taken in front of you, that was Bhimbetka, Kurnool Caves and Hunsigi. So students, about Bhimbetka, I wanted to tell you that the traces of the natural caves, rock shelter, and the painting that I have told you earlier, that were the main evidences that archaeologists have found, that shows that in Bhimbetka they treated the places to live in, or they treated as a shelter giving place. Now, when we'll talk about fire, we'll discuss about Kurnool Caves, because this is the place where archaeologists have found the evidences of fire. Traces of ash have been found here that suggest that they were familiar with the fire. And if they were familiar with the fire, then the question arises then that at that time, what were the main usage of fire? So it could be a source of light, because at that time electricity was not invented, to roast meat also, and to scare away animals, because animals have the fear of fire. So these were the main important usage of the fire at that time. Here in the next topic, students, names and dates, we'll discuss about Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic ages, or you can say Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, New Stone Age. Paleolithic is also called Old Stone Age, Mesolithic is also called Middle Stone Age, Neolithic is a New Stone Age. So students, Stone Age was the period during which stone was the most widely used material for making tools and weapons. It is a time between 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago, or it has started more than 1 million years ago, when the first tool using ancestor of modern man appeared. The Stone Age covers the period of the man existence, the longest period of the man existence on the earth, student. This you have to listen very carefully, that Stone Age covers the longest period of the man existence on the earth, and this Stone Age is a very long time. So it has been further divided into 3 periods. That is, also you can say Middle Stone, Upper Stone Age and Lower Stone Age. That is Lower Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic and Upper Paleolithic Age. Because I have told you earlier also that it covers the long span of the time of the human history. That is, you can say approximately up to the 99%. Now we will talk about Mesolithic Age. At the end of the Paleolithic Age, the climate grew warmer. This led to an increase in the variety of plants and animals. Students hunting and gathering food now became easier for them. This favored human survival. It was under such condition that Mesolithic, that is Middle Stone Age, begins. According to our knowledge about the life of the Mesolithic men in India, have been derived mainly from the 3 type of sources that we have found, that were tool, caves and rock painting and burials, that have been found about them, about the kind of things and the places and the things they used were tools, cave, rock painting and burials. Now we'll talk about Neolithic Age, that is New Stone Age. The period following the Mesolithic Age is a Neolithic Age or New Stone Age. Some area in India where Neolithic sites have been excavated are Kashmir, Northern Vindhyas, northeastern and southern India, and few more. This is a time, students, in Neolithic Age we will talk about farming and herding. In Neolithic Age, man changed from food gatherer to food producers. Food gatherers means hunter gatherers, food producers means farmers and herders. So in the next topic I will be telling you about the lives of the farmers and herders, that that means we will talk about Neolithic age. So, thank you, students. Hope you will understand all that things, and all the next topic will be covered in the next video. Thank you.